I saw you. Thank you.
Good.
Mrs. Eric, can't you just record through the app here?
Yeah, but it's kind of a pain to get the link and everything, so I'm just recording a screencast. It's on now. Yay, Autumn. Autumn, you have a charger, right? Autumn, are you there? Autumn's mom told me she got her a charger, so I'm really excited. All right, Mrs. McGuff, you ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
You want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first if you want. You have a lot of important things to say.
All right. All right, guys. So obviously, here we are. We are remote, and we are remote until November 30th. So on November 30th, we're going to see our cohort A kids. 30th, and then there's no 31st of November, right? It goes right into December 1st.
That's correct.
So we'll see our cohort A on the 30th, and then we won't see our cohort B until December 3rd. I know, as of right now. So every day we're going to be doing our morning meetings, and then we're going to have our schedules posted on our homeroom tabs for you to go to. So something I wanted to tell you, and I'm going to share my screen really quick with you. If you go on to Schoology, okay. If you go on to Schoology and you go into your ELA tab, I have made a marking period 1 folder. So everything that has to do with marking period 1 from September and October and the first part of November is in this folder, okay? If you're missing any work for me, today is the last day I am going to look at it. And I'm not going to look at it unless you email me to tell me that it's finished. Okay, so check PowerSchool. If there's something missing, let me know that you finished it. Or if you did finish it, email me to tell me that you finished it. Everything for marking period 2 is going to be posted like normal up here. I have not posted your work for today yet, but I will. But I'm hoping that you don't even need to access that folder today because we're all going to be coming to ELA lessons and math lessons. Mrs. Hinman, my supervisor, is going to be coming to my lesson with my homeroom. So not that that matters to you, but there's just going to be an extra adult on the meeting, and she's just coming to watch us. Oh, I can stop sharing my screen. Not stop video. Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. Spelling is due this week, guys, for Unit 3. So if you have not done Unit 3, you're going to want to do that. Your test is going to be Wednesday. Your Spelling City assignments are due Wednesday. Your workbook pages are due Wednesday. So make sure that you're getting those done. Also, Friday, we had a little fun game of laptops not being charged. I need you to come to our meetings this week with your laptops charged. Okay, you know what time your meetings are. Keep them plugged in, whatever you need to do. But in the middle of a meeting, I do not want to hear my laptop's not charged. I have to go plug it in. Do not interrupt the meeting to say that. Just do it. It's not an announcement that you need to make to everybody. Okay, you're at home, so there's no reason your laptop shouldn't be charged. Okay, and you know about your meetings ahead of time, so there's really no reason not to plug your laptop in. We are only going to be working on our laptops for the next 2 weeks, so you need to make sure that you're doing that. Also, if for some reason, when we're in the middle of a lesson, if you get kicked off, if you can't hear, if you can't see, you do not need to interrupt the lesson to tell us that. All you need to do is log off and try to log back in. And if it doesn't work, then you can do your work independently in the folder. but we only have an hour on the WebEx call, and I will not be, and Mrs. McGuff will not be doing tech support, trying to get your laptop to work during that time. Okay? If you can't hear us, we really don't know how to fix it from afar. So you can ask an adult that's in your house, and if they can't help you, then just log off and go ahead and do the lessons in the folder. Would you agree with that, Mrs. McGuff?
Absolutely, positively.
Okay. That's all I have. Again, today is your last day to hand in anything. I'm not accepting it, but I'm not looking at your work. Like, I'm not going back to everybody's missed work and checking to see if you did it. So if it still says it's missing on Power School and you know that you did it, you need to let me know. Okay? Check your emails this week, especially multiple times a day. There may be a change in an assignment, a change in a meeting. That's the way that we're going to be communicating with you, so you need to be doing it often. And if I've emailed you about a focusing question task or end of module task, it means you didn't submit it appropriately or correctly, and you need to go back and do that again. Okay? Mrs. McGuff, I think that is all I have.
Okay, good morning. A couple things. Just to reiterate our crazy schedule today and for the next 2 weeks, if you are a student that attends Mrs. Matera's math club, you're doing that at 10 a.m. instead of joining with me. If you are a student that goes to Mrs. Brown, you are doing that. And Mrs. Everett, you said she changed her time.
Yes.
I didn't look at that. I apologize.
That's okay. So there was a little mix-up when we went from 30 minutes to an hour for ELA. So Mrs. McGuff's homeroom is from 12 to 1 for ELA. But Mrs. Brown is meeting with you from 12:30 to 1. So all you have to do is leave the lesson, go to Mrs. Brown, and then just finish whatever we did after you're done with Mrs. Brown. That's only Monday and Tuesday. And then starting Thursday, there's a totally different time, and it's on your schedule. I believe it's 11 o'clock, but that's to avoid you missing half of the lesson.
So what Mrs. Everett said is the best thing for you to do is go on that homeroom tab, and she spent a lot of time yesterday putting your schedules up there. And we know that you all have different teachers for different subjects, but every teacher is up there. So you just need to go to homeroom, keep it open, and click on your links when your meetings are. So the other thing, while we're on remote, Mrs. Jablanowski and Mrs. Abrazese will not be having live lessons.
And Mrs. Brown.
And Mrs. Brown.
Only BSI.
Okay? Except for Mrs. Brown's group, her small group, and you know who you are. Okay? But you will be meeting with Miss Curry, Miss Everett, and me instead of Miss Jablanowski, Miss Abrazese, and Mrs. Brown, for those who meet while on board. Okay, we'll get this down. We know today, Mrs. Ari, Miss Curry, and I were talking all yesterday, trying to figure it out. So today's our trial run. We're going to do our best with it. We know ClassLink is down for some of you. It's in the whole nation. It's down. So just bear with it. And there are other ways to access stuff. Unfortunately, for all you who were dying to play first in math today, you're not going to be able to access it. I'm really sorry. It's like canceling Halloween. I get it. But speaking of first in math, we have our players of the day from Friday. Miss Isabella Albright. Woo, woo. And our first time winner, Lindsay. Are you on here? Is Lindsay on?
I saw her. She's under Marley.
Way to go. Saturday, we had one student go really, really, really hard on Saturday, and congratulations to Mr. Chase. He scored over 500 stickers in one day. Woo, woo. And yesterday, we had Isabella Albright hit almost 700 stickers in one day. Woo, woo. Player of the day, 2 days in a row for Isabella Albright. So good job for everybody who's been playing. I have sent emails to some of you who never did their math assessment for Unit 1 and Unit 2, which we worked on last Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. here's the real deal, guys. It's how we're measuring how you're learning. So if you receive that email from me and you choose not to do it, we can't give you any grades on your report card. So it's that easy. You had 3 days to do it, and some of you still have not. So, like what Mrs. Earth said, I can't look at anything anymore after today. So if you're going to do it, you need to email me and do it. And if not, you will not get a grade for that on your report card. And yes, Miss Isabella Wicken.
So on our meetings, where it says, for Miss Eric's room, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it says Monday, Tuesday again.
I'll fix it after
Thank
this
you.
meeting.
Maybe you could be a lawyer. That's really good detail work.
Mhm.
Great job. Okay. The other thing I wanted to say, too, your special areas. Special areas post their work on Sunday night. So all of your work is up there all week. If you have time on Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Friday, you can do your special area work. Some of you, according to your parents, are spending 5 or 6 hours on Wednesday doing all of your special work. And if you learn to budget your time and do a little bit each day, you won't feel overwhelmed. It's just a suggestion. Okay, so you can do your specials work whenever you have a few minutes. The other thing I wanted to say, today for math, you need your whiteboard and your math journal. For science, you need this packet that looks Life Sciences Lesson 11-12. We are doing this lesson today live. So if you're coming to me, make sure you have a packet, a whiteboard, your math journal, a pencil, and it's lesson 15, grassland populations. I forgot what we're doing. And that's all I have.
Can I just add one more thing?
No.
I'm getting emails asking what work you're missing, or if you're missing any work. You need to go on PowerSchool. And if anything has a question mark with a circle around it, you go check. And then if you see that it's missing or you're confused about whether or not it's still missing, let me know. But I'm not going back and checking today. I have a very full schedule. And it's your responsibility at this point to check PowerSchool and check your work. Okay?
And just so you understand, we're not being mean. First of all, the marking period ended on Friday. But second of all, Mrs. Irid, Miss Perry, and I, we have 46 of you. And 36 assignments for each student. We're looking at over 2,000 assignments. And what we need to do is go back into each one, go through all 46 kids. This could take us years. I could be 62 by the time I finish looking for your grades. And it's really a headache for us, and they're not going to do this for you in middle school. We're being too nice and letting you slide. So we're putting some responsibility back on you. Okay? Help us out.
I had one more thing to say. I just remembered. I looked over our day 9 lessons from Thursday and Friday. And if you were not in school, it's very obvious to me if you did not watch the video. And I'll tell you how I know that you didn't watch the video. Mrs. Foley, or maybe it was me, I forget, Thursday, I don't know. There were vocabulary words and definitions that were given right on the screen. And if you didn't watch the video, there's a good chance that you just Googled the definition and put the first one in. And that is not the definition of a reservation. So you need to go back and rewatch the video because that's your lesson for the day. She gave you the correct answers in the lesson. And there were, more than 2 hands of people who just wrote random stuff in that they thought would work, but it doesn't. And I'm like, guys, watch your videos, okay? It's not that hard. They're not that long. It's maybe a half an hour. You have things to do. It's your responsibility. And I am not going to spend my time, like Mrs. McGuff said, going through these things to let you know that you didn't watch the video when you know you didn't watch the video. But come on now. You're not fooling anybody here. Okay? It's your responsibility. Just do it. If you don't do anything else but watch the video, at least you did that. That's the lesson. That's like showing up to class at the bare minimum. But Miss McGuff, I sent out emails on Sunday saying you didn't watch the video, and I know you didn't watch it. So, and that's of the people that submitted their work. That was about 2/3 of the people that submitted the work. A handful of them didn't watch the video. But then I still have people that didn't even post their work yet. So that shows on PowerSchool. You need to go back and check. But at this point, you know, it's your responsibility, guys. You're going to go to middle school next year. And if you're not doing this stuff, it's going to fall on you guys. Okay? I know if you're watching the video, you know if you're watching the video. That's all I can say. I can't come to your house and press play. Okay? I can't do that. Mrs. McGuff is not doing that.
Wait, we are, right, Mrs. Mixit and Miss Curry? We're going to a few people's houses today.
Actually,
I know it's cold.
And Mrs. McGuff has her attire all ready.
I do. It's my gold lame bikini. I'm sitting on your front step teaching you, since you don't do it yourself. If that doesn't scare you into working, I don't know what will.
I know.
It's pretty cold for a bikini today.
I don't make them in my size. Oh, okay.
I do have books for people if you ordered from Scholastic. I'm going to try to get you those this week. I know Alex Bush, you're one of them. At some point this week, if I don't get to it today or tomorrow, on Wednesday, I'm going to come and drop them off at your house. Juliana and Angelina Roach, and then I forget, there was one more person, and I can't remember who it was. So, you're going to get those books. I just give me, some time to get it to you. But Mrs. McGuff, that's what I was going to ask you, if you could grab those today, so I'll call you about it.
Yeah, and I think I'm waiting to hear from Mr. Zimmerman to get clearance to go into the building.
We have till 2 o'clock.
At least in my homeroom, I don't think anyone left anything, but there was a stray charger in there. So if you're missing something, you need to email me before 1 o'clock, and I'll gather your things, and Mrs. Ariad or Miss Curry or me will bring them to your house in my bikini.
Yep. All right. Any questions for the good of the group? If you couldn't hear anything, I'm posting this to Schoology as my morning message, so you can watch it there.
Oh, with the bikini talks on there. Oh, no.
Yep. I'm screencasting this whole thing, Mrs. McGuff. We're at 17 minutes and 41 seconds of bikini talk. Alexa Redmond's laughing.
Can I chime in before we take questions?
Yeah.
My friends, pay close attention so that you can get credit for the work that you're doing while we're remote. So anything that you're doing for Mrs. McGuff, whether it's math or science, if you choose to do it online, digitally, then I can see all your work. And that's a piece of cake, and that's easy. But if you are doing it with pencil and paper, make sure that you submit that online afterwards so that I can see your work. So take a picture of it. We've already practiced doing that with our other lessons that you've posted. Take a picture of the front and the back of your paper copy and submit it on Schoology. There's a document right there for it. The digital copy versus the paper copy. So if you do the pencil and paper copy, just make sure you take a picture of the front and the back, nice clear picture so that I can see your work, not a selfie of you holding it, okay? Lay the paper down, use your computer to take a picture, and you can upload both of those photos right into the Schoology assignment so that I can see your work. If you don't submit any work, I'm going to take it as you didn't do your work today, even if you were in the meeting with Mrs. McGuff. I need to see what you've actually done. So make sure that you submit it, whether you do it on the digital copy or the paper copy. Either way, I need to see it submitted every single day this week for math and for science.
So thank you, Miss Curry. Just today for science, this week for science, it's a lot about diagramming and drawing. And for all my cohort D people, I've been mailing you packets, so hopefully you have the document. Especially today, there are 3 parts where you need to draw and diagram. It's probably easier to do it on paper today, but again, that's your choice. The documents are online. So if you're all remote, did you get my packet? Somebody who's all remote, tell me. Did you get all your work?
We've got Fallon, Frank.
I did. Fallon, my friend, have you been getting your packets from me?
I don't hear.
Alex? How about you, Bud? Have you been getting packets from me? Alex?
Yes.
Good.
You rock.
Frank,
Okay.
are you, bud? Did you send Frank one yet or no?
Frank?
Yeah.
Frank, do you have them, Bud?